here in San Diego, California, KSAN, and we're going to be doing a flight today from San Diego to Detroit. We're going to be flying today as Delta 2172, and it's about a 4-hour flight. We're going to be we're boarding right now, and we'll be on our way here in just a few minutes. Want to join us?
Sorry, occupied.
I knew there was a passenger that still wasn't seated. I guess we'll have to wait for him. Okay, let me make sure I'm still on the ground frequency, and I'm not. Good thing I looked. Okay, we're on radio 2. Flight deck to ground, you can disconnect the jetway.
Roger, stand by.
And there it goes. Alright, we'll have to get our pushback clearance. Meanwhile, we can go ahead and disconnect chocks. There that goes.
Ground to flight deck, jetway retracted, clear of aircraft.
Okay, that's good to hear. Lindbergh ground, Delta is 2172, request push and start.
Delta 2172, push and start approved, tail south.
Push and start approved, tail south, Delta 2172. Ground push, tail south. See if they're ready here. There we go.
Folks, we'll be getting underway shortly, so please make sure your seatbelt is fastened and any loose items are secured. Your safety is important to us, so please pay close attention to the following safety demonstration, which contains important information even for frequent flyers. Please ensure your seat backs are upright and your tray tables are stowed for takeoff. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode, and smoking is not permitted anywhere on board. If oxygen masks are needed, they will drop automatically. Please secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat.
Okay, we're behind the road, so let's go ahead and
will guide you to the nearest exit.
turn the packs
Please leave
off.
all personal belongings behind during an evacuation. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight.
Start engine 2. Adding fuel. Engine number 1 to start, 2 to continuous. Oops, come on. Isolate, ventilate. Back's all turned on.
Southwest 39er, 39er.
Heat probe's
ready
on.
for taxi.
Window heat's on.
Southwest
Electric
39er,
hydraulic pumps
39er,
are on.
runway 27 taxi via Alpha.
Check
Alpha
the
1,
voltage
Bravo,
on
Bravo
the
1.
engines, and that looks good. Yaw damper comes on. Seatbelt signs are on. Smoking sign is on. Switching power to the engines.
Runway 27 taxi via Alpha, Alpha 1,
APU's
Bravo,
coming off.
Bravo 1, Southwest 39er, 39er.
Yeah, looks like we're good.
Ground, SkyWest 3429er, taxi to the gate.
Flaps need to be set to
Skywest
5.
3429er, taxi to parking via Bravo 7. Bravo, Bravo 6, Charlie 6, Charlie.
Auto brakes set to RTO.
Bravo 7, Bravo, Bravo 6, Charlie 6, Charlie, SkyWest 3429er.
And VNAV and LNAV are armed. Excellent. And we're ready to call for taxi. Limburg ground. Disregard, I'm on ramp. Hate it when that happens.
Ground to flight deck, Roger.
Okay. We can do that. We can switch this co-pilot's radio over to guard. Turn that off. Limburg ground, Delta 2172, request taxi.
Delta 2172, runway 27 taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1.
Runway 27, taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1 for Delta 2172. Alright, let's get going.
Skywest 3429er, cross runway 9er.
Cross 9er, SkyWest 3429er.
I believe this goes just around in a circle. Get a good view of the airport here, San Diego.
Southwest 4371, taxi to parking via Bravo 7, Bravo, Alpha 7, Alpha.
Bravo 7, Bravo, Alpha 7, Alpha, Southwest 4371. Southwest 4132, ready for push and start.
Southwest 4132, pushback approved.
Pushback and start approved, Southwest 4132.
Approaching 09.
San Diego is a very pretty place.
taxi.
Southwest 4132, runway 27 taxi via Alpha, Alpha 7 Bravo, Bravo 1.
Runway 27 taxi via Alpha, Alpha 7 Bravo, Bravo 1, Southwest 4132.
There's some new construction going on there for a new terminal, but the new Terminal 1 is there and open now. That opened this year. Mostly southwest gates. One thing's for sure, with this being a single runway airport, it's one of the busiest in the world. And they're just adding more room here, more flights. New terminal, actually Terminal 1 got rated the most beautiful terminal. Don't recall which magazine rated it that.
Ground, Alaska 471, taxi to the ramp.
FedEx over there to the left, the tower.
Bravo 7, Bravo, Alaska 471.
By the time we get back there to Detroit, it's going to be dark, so it's pretty late afternoon right now. Stephanie, are you ready for this flight to Detroit?
Hey Bob, I'm ready and excited for the flight to Detroit. Let's make it a smooth one.
I agree, let's do it. Can you go ahead and take over the comms now?
I'll handle the taxi request, Bob. Sure thing, Bob. I'll handle the comms from here. Lindbergh ground, Delta 2172, ready to taxi. We have information, Juliet and Kilo.
Oh, we're already taxiing, Stephanie.
Runway 27 taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1.
Luckily, Lindbergh ground doesn't care.
Runway 27, Bravo, Bravo 1, Delta 2172.
Approaching 27.
Ground, United 2683, taxi to parking.
United 2683, taxi to parking via Bravo 7, Bravo Papa.
Looks like we have a couple airplanes waiting up there.
Bravo 7,
Down here at the end, we have a U.S. Coast Guard as well, search and rescue, with their helicopters over there and some boats. Of course, a big Navy base over on the island across the bay there. Okay, just doing a check here. VNAV and LNAV are armed. Auto brakes are set to RTO. Flap set to 5. The takeoff speed is set. Heading is set. Altitude is set. Good to go.
Delta 2172, contact tower on 118.3. Bye-bye.
Contacting tower on 118.3, Delta 2172. Lindbergh Tower, Delta 2172. Good afternoon, holding short 27, ready for departure.
Exit
Delta
off.
2172, Lindbergh Tower, runway
Brake
27,
set.
hold short, you're number 3, behind the Premier.
Premier 1 Echo Golf ready on course departure.
Golf, wind 310 at 6, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Premier 1 Echo Golf, thanks.
He's going to get going, then we hopefully will be next. There he goes.
Delta 2172, runway 27, line up and wait.
All right, there we go.
Runway 27, line up and wait. Delta 2172.
Strobes on.
Delta 2172, runway 27, winds 310 at 6. RNAV jetty, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27, RNAV jetty, cleared for takeoff. Delta 2172.
Or now jetty. All right, we got it. Might go out here and get as much of the runway as we can get, since we're pretty heavy going back to Detroit.
On runway 27.
3%.
Southwest 4266 holds short of runway 9er.
Holding short of runway 9er, Southwest 4266.
Off.
Good afternoon. 1000 climbing via Zoo 4.
Delta 2170.
Taxi light off.
Radar contact.
Engine set to auto. Got a couple ships out here. That's pretty cool. If you know me, you know I love to see ships out here. on
Contacting Los
10,000
Angeles
feet.
Center on 125.65, Delta 2172.
1,000 feet. Any lights can come off.
Delta 2172, Los Angeles Center, good afternoon. Climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, Delta 2172.
Dear guests, the use of approved electronic devices is now permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for flying with Delta Airlines.
Quebec 310, pilot discretion, flight level 220.
Flight level 220, Quebec 310.
United 1623,
Folks,
descend
the
and
fasten
maintain flight
seatbelt
level
sign is off, so you're
220.
welcome to move about the cabin as you like.
Flight level
If you need
220,
anything,
United
just let me know.
1623.
Enjoy the flight.
Okay, so we're getting close to our top of descent, and we have our star assigned to us. Runway is assigned to us, and we also have our gate assigned. So let's go ahead and just look at some of those maps real quick. This is the gates here, so let's take a look. We're looking for gate Alpha 27.
Uniform 403, climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320, uniform 403.
It looks like it's on the back side here, the Alpha Terminal, Alpha 27. So, be going down taxi lane, it looks like Juliet 8, is what it looks like to me.
Chicago Center, SkyWest 7.
Oh, and we also had a runway change around 22 right, so let's take a look at that real quick as well.
SkyWest 781, Lima, roger. Good evening.
22 right. Alright, so it's this one way out here. So we're going to have a long taxi. It's kind of out in Booneyville. We're probably going to, it's a 10,000 foot runway. Probably going to want to,
with you, flight level 260, climbing, flight level 280.
well, if we can get off at Alpha 3,
1779, Chicago
that would
Center,
be
roger.
ideal. We could then come back and go down Romeo,
Quarter 650,
and then taxi back and around. Because we're going back here to, is that a, yeah, it's an 8, Juliet 8. So that's, you know, kind of what we could do. If we miss that, then it looks like we're probably going to be going down Quebec and looping all the way around here. Then they'll have us go down either Tango or Juliet to Juliet 8. And, I mean, either way, it's going to be a long taxi. So that's okay. ILS Yankee, 22 right is what we're expecting. So let's go ahead and get some of this information in first. We have the VOR, we have the ILS, we have the heading, so let's go ahead and get some of that in. So first we'll start with the VOR 113.4. 3, 4, and we'll make that active, both sides. Okay. ILS is 111.75. 175, both sides.
845 with you out of flight level 280 climbing.
Okay, so the nav radios are tuned. We have a heading at 213. So let's go ahead and get that dialed in up here. Three, and we'll do that on the first officer side as well.
Chicago Center Delta 708 with you out of flight level 310 for flight level 3.
All right, we have 213 there as well.
Delta 708.
Now let's go ahead and take a look at what the minimums are, and the minimums are 892. So we'll get that put in as well. 500, 600, 700, 800, what was it? 892, I think? Yeah, 892.
Delta 919 with you at flight level 360. Delta 919, good evening.
And 892 is in the box. Okay. So that's what we need to have to get the plane ready for landing. Go back to airport. We'll look at this a little bit more as we get closer to descending and do our landing calculations.
United 2693, good evening. Delta 919, continue descent, flight level 320. Descending flight level 320, Delta 919.
Okay, so we have begun our descent now. So let's take a look at the landing calculations. And we're coming in on 22 right. We import the aircraft weights and whatnot. Planning flaps 30, auto brakes 3, see what happens here. And the weather's in, so calculate that. Gets us about 5,863 feet. That's a little over half, it looks like. Let's take a look and see what that looks like here. That could put us right about the runway's 10,000 feet. That's saying it's going to get us 5,800, so about 6,000. That should be about 4,000 short. A little over halfway. That should line us up with Alpha 3. But then, you know, are we going to taxi down Romeo? If we do, then we'd have to come down to Yankee or Kilo anyway, go down Juliet. It might save us a little bit of taxi time going this way rather than going all the way to the end and down Quebec. So it might be good to try and shoot for Alpha 3 here for our departure. So perhaps just to make sure, let's see what max brakes looks like here. So we'll go back to landing en route here. Throw it on max. That gets us 4,097, so that would definitely get us off at Alpha 3 in time to go down Romeo. Then we could go down Juliet 8. So I think just to make sure we don't miss it, I'm going to do max brakes. Go ahead and put this back up. So we have our landing speeds 148. I'm also going to go ahead and get the HUD brightness adjusted here. Landing at night. Just a little, you want to be able to see through it. That looks pretty good right there. Alright, so do auto brakes max. Go down here, drag is required, we'll give it some drag. And we'll do flaps 30. And descent, let's see, we're going 30.02. 30.02 QNH, and we'll execute that. And with that, we are all configured for landing. Just a matter of bringing it in. Alright, we'll be back with you soon. Stephanie, what are you looking forward to most when we get to Detroit?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to grabbing a bite and maybe catching up on some sleep. How about you, Bob?
Yeah, I think so too. It's pretty late our time now.
Yeah, it's getting late. Just a bit more to go and we'll be on the ground.
Emma, how's everything going in the cabin?
Everything is going smoothly, Captain. The passengers are settled in for landing.
Brickyard 5634, contact Chicago departure on 120.55.
Folks, we'll be landing soon. Please make sure your seatbelt is secure and any personal items are stowed safely.
Alright, we can see the airport now, right there in front of us. We're holding at 12,000 feet, getting ready to turn and fly our downwind leg, and then we'll be getting vectored onto our runway there. Right, here we go, we're getting ready to turn now. See a couple other airplanes out there.
Delta 2172, turn left heading 020, descend and maintain 8,000 vectors for the ILS Z, runway 22, right approach, for descent.
Left heading 020, descend and maintain 8,000. Vectors for the ILS Zulu runway, 22 right approach, Delta 2172.
We'll do heading select. We're going down to 8,000. Do a level change on that. You can go ahead and get switched over to the ILS frequency now, just to get ready for that. Oh wait, let me look at that again. First officer should be on the main radio.
Turn right heading 070, descend and maintain 7,000.
10,000 feet coming up, so we're going to turn
Right
landing
heading
lights on.
070, descend and maintain 7,000. Delta 2172.
070, okay.
Folks, we're starting our final approach into Detroit. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the
Right,
gate.
070
Make sure your
coming
seatbelt is
in.
fastened, your tray tables are put away, your seats are in their full upright position. The weather in Detroit is currently 75 degrees with good visibility. Thank you for flying with Delta Air.
Down to 7,000. Still keeping the spoilers in, try and get us down a little faster. And I'm going to get my navigational display on approach. That way I'll see when it starts picking up the ILS localizer. And I'm going to go ahead and do flaps 1. Now that we've leveled out a little bit. Start slowing down.
Departure, Delta 2424, 1000.
Delta 2424, Detroit departure, good evening. Delta 2424,
Yeah.
contact Chicago departure.
Flaps 5.
3.625. Delta 2172, turn right heading 190, descend and maintain 3000.
Right heading 190, descend and maintain 3000, Delta 2172.
90 to the turn.
Delta 2424, good day.
Arm the approach. Alright, we're going in. It's coming around real nice. See the glide slope starting to come up.
Delta 2172, 10 miles from Qatar, turn right heading 205, descend and maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS, runway 22 right approach.
Right heading 205, descend and maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS Zulu runway 22 right approach, Delta 2172.
Now wants us to go right 205. Down to 2000. Runway's in sight. Localizer's captured. Glide slope is captured. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the altitude back up to our go-around altitude.
Delta 2172, contact
Localizer's captured, so I can go ahead and set the heading to the runway heading, which is 213.
Contacting Metro Tower on 135.0, Delta 2172. Metro Tower, Delta 2172. Good evening, on the ILS runway 22 right approach.
2172, Metro Tower, runway 22 right, 140 at 5. Cleared to land.
Okay, we're cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 22 right, Delta 2172.
I'm going to put the landing gear down. Go flaps 30. Flaps 30. Landing speed 148, so I'll set 148. Okay, I'm going to take over. Auto throttle coming off. Autopilot off. I have the plane. See all 4 runways lit up really nice there. Make sure we're heading to the right runway. This runway that's out here all by itself. Everything is looking good, stable. 2 red, 2 white. Right on the glide slope.
1,000.
Approaching 2 right.
Approaching minimums.
Little crabbed here.
Minimums. $100. 50. 30. 20. Airspeed low.
Seemed like that was a little on the firm side. Let's see what that was. Minus 216, not bad.
Contacting Metro Ground on point 8, Delta 2172.
Welcome to Detroit, folks. Did you know that Detroit is known as the Motor
Metro
City
Ground,
because
Delta
it's the birthplace of
2172.
the
Keep
American
going.
Good evening,
automobile
clear to
industry?
runway. Ready to
Thank
taxi
you
to
for
the
flying
gate.
with Delta Airlines. Please remain seated.
Delta
until the next appropriate
2172,
stop.
Metro Ground, taxi to South Terminal Gate A27 via Alpha 2,
Yeah, we got-
Alpha Quebec, Juliet 8. Good evening.
Alpha 3, what are they giving
South
us?
Terminal Gate A27 via Alpha 2, Alpha Quebec, Juliet,
Or
Juliet 8.
vacating
Delta
at Alpha 3, it
2172.
looks like. Let's go ahead and slow down and take a look at what he's given us for taxi. Okay, Alpha Quebec, he wants us to go all the way down to Quebec. Okay, well, that's our taxi then. Any lights off, strobe lights are off. Flight directors are off. Put the motion tracker or head tracker back on.
Alpha 2,
It's a little easier in a taxi when you can look around and see the signs that you need to see. So this should be Tango. Next one should be Juliet. So sure, that's Tango. Juliet has an arrow here. We can see right there. Slow down a little bit for this turn. What a nice taxi here. Love this airport. I've been in it in the flight sim many, many times, and then I actually got to last summer go to it in real life. And I'll tell you, it felt like I had been there a million times. It felt very familiar. I recognized many, many things in the terminal that I'd seen in the simulation. It's kind of a weird feeling, but it's also kind of fun too. I love that these developers put a lot of time into scenery here to try and make them as accurate as possible. Okay, so we're going to Juliet 8, which is our first one here. Going to 27. Which I believe is roughly about halfway down there. And hopefully I saw GSX menus come up there. So hopefully that it automatically got the marshaller there. It's a new thing with sayIntentions.ai. How it's interfaced with GSX now, and it will automatically get your marshallers to the right parking spot, etc. Still kind of, I think, experimental mode because I don't think it's 100% perfect yet, but it's pretty good. It's not too bad. But just like with any software or AI, it can mess up from time to time. That's 15. We're looking for 27. 17 there.
Brickyard 3476, cross runway 4 right.
Look at all these Delta planes. 21. We're getting close, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the taxi light. There's plenty of light here anyway, we can see pretty well. Don't want to blind the marshaller as we come around. And that's 25, so and there should be a blank one here. Actually, that's 27 right there. I don't see a marshaller. So, see if I can kind of figure this out on my own here.
Delta 1205, taxi to parking via Alpha 2, Alpha Romeo, hold short of runway 4 right.
Stick my head out the window. Let's see what it looks like outside.
Hold short of runway 4 right.
Oh, there's a Jetway in the way. Looks like we can go forward some more, so let's do that. That looks pretty good. Let's get back inside. Put the parking brake on and we'll kill the engines. Set the chocks. Press ground power and the Jetway. Let's see if it's going to come on over. Here it comes. Looking good, looking good. I think it's going to make it. Come on, stretch a little further. There we go. Come on. All right, I think we made it. Doors, we can disarm the doors. Go up and turn the seatbelt signs off. Anti-collision light off. Okay, just double checking, yaw dampers off. Let's check the ground power.
Brickyard
We have
3476,
voltage,
cross
window
runway
heats
90
off,
left.
probe heats off. And turn the electric hydraulic pumps off. Turn the packs off. Switch to ground power. And we can turn the APU off and fill all the fuel pumps. And we'll open the door there. We can open the flight deck door here too. And start deboarding.
May I have your attention, please? Would the owner of the vehicle parked in the drop-off area please return to your vehicle, as it is causing an obstruction? Thank you.